Yes, I know. This kind of video is a YouTube cliche, and honestly, I never thought I'd be making a video about this topic. To be honest, I don't really have a lot of haters, and the ones that I do have either don't stick around or end up finding videos on my channel that they enjoy. So why the hell would I bother making a video like this? Well, because, as weird as this may sound, I'm actually kind of intrigued by the topic. I know that seems strange, and believe me, the people themselves annoy me to no end, but there's just something about the internet that somehow makes a person's first response a hateful one, and that interests me. See, when you get into a conversation with someone you know or even just met, you tend to try to be civil. Of course, this isn't always the case, but at least for myself, even if I disagree with someone, we typically never get spiteful. Oh, you have an iPhone? Yeah, I used to have one of those, but Android just ended up being the right choice for me. Yeah, no, I know iPhones are easy to use, but I'm a tech guy and I like my power. I'm also not a huge fan of Apple's consumerism, so that kind of led me into trying Android-based phones, and I love the freedom. I just can't think of a time where I had a conversation with a stranger and it got heated. On the internet, though, it's almost like you can't have a conversation without some sort of hate. Even if you are in full agreement with the person you're talking to, you will somehow strike the wrong nerve. I like Android phones. Hey, me too, I have Samsung. You idiot, HTC is so much better. Don't buy a phone unless it's Google made, you retards. And the thing is, you'll find this in almost every corner of the internet that allows chat boxes. Now, this and only this is the part that interests me. Some will call it disgusting behavior that we act this way, but I'm not so sure. People like to let anger out, even if it's about petty things. You wouldn't go to someone you cared about and hash it out with them over something small, not if you truly valued the friendship. What better way to vent about our issues than online, where nobody cares because they don't know you enough to care, where you can say anything you want, be as hurtful as you want. I mean, it makes sense in a kind of twisted sort of way. I've just never been so unhappy or angry at everything that I've ever needed to do that. I think the meanest comment that I've ever given was on a video of a guy telling people where they could find Windows 10 for super cheap. And I got upset because I had been using that website for months and I knew the prices would go up because the demand was going to go up. I was mad at the guy because of selfish reason. Granted, I was 17 and even then I simply called the guy an idiot for inconveniencing me, but what I'm saying is I've been there, but I've never been there. You know what I'm saying? To get so angry that every day you're writing out hateful comments, trying to make people as miserable as you, coming to the point of targeting a certain person regardless as to whether they see your comments or not, this is unhealthy, and you really should talk to someone. I know people say that in a comical way, but I'm not kidding. See someone. Your problem is only going to get worse to the point where you're actually internet stalking people, and that is potentially sentenciable. So yeah, if you have a problem, fix it. Now, I'm not out trying to set some standard of netiquette here. I cannot begin to describe how little it affects me when I see a negative comment, especially when the person is misplaced. I love when I'm reading through my comments on the Console Peasant Quote series and I get a comment like, "Why can't we all just game together and get along? People like you are the real problem." And I'm sitting there like, yeah, but if you'd watched the video, you would have realized that that's the exact message. Again, it's not like these comments bother me, it's really just a waste of time, but I always tilt my head in confusion a bit when internet personalities get worked up over haters. Now I can understand situations where the content creator's going through some crap and they have tons of hate subs who are constantly bringing it up, so they disable comments. I get that. I'm talking about the people who are extremely well off, getting tons of publicity and exposure, and making videos complaining about their haters. Are you joking me? Those haters are actually kind of a good thing, and here's my logic on that. For someone who is an internet personality full-time, they tend not to go out much. One of the only things they hear all day is how great they are, and without a deflator, this will go to their heads. I would think haters can keep you down to earth. Yeah, they're not constructive, and yeah, they make awful points, but it shows at least me that not everybody likes me, and I could potentially do better. With that mindset, you don't turn into a tool. Secondarily, hate subs are still subscribers. They still watch your videos, and they still make you money. Embrace that. If you want to fight back, rub that in their face. By the way, if you are a hate subber for any channel, I need to ask, why? What's the point in that? Let me rephrase this a bit differently. Hi, I hate you as a YouTuber. I'm going to subscribe to you. Also, here's $5. I just don't get it. Ha, Barry, I got you there. I'm using AdBlock. So there. Yeah? You still contributed a view. I am now more relevant because you exist. Sincerely, thank you. And here's the thing on that. There are channels that I hate. You know what I do? I make them irrelevant. Yeah, they still have millions of subscribers, and yeah, they make more money than all of my home state put together, but they're still irrelevant to me. I'm not full of hate, I'm living life, and they don't exist. Yeah, I have that power. But seriously, if you don't have that power and you do hate my channel, adblock really helps me, so you might want to turn that off just to spite me. Thank you.